Hello everyone, today is Wednesday, October 17th. It's 2:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see my computer clock on my right, and on my left is the time and sales. The E-mini S&P trading at 2811.50. We always record our videos in real time. I show the time and sales in the computer clock so you can confirm prices at this time. Our videos are never recorded in hindsight. No market replay, no historical trades. These trades happened today, Wednesday, October 17th. First up is the DAX on a 3-minute chart. This is kind of a new chart for us, and it's been doing really well. One of the reasons I plot new charts or different charts on the DAX is to show the versatility of the Autotrader. It's not locked into a particular chart or time frame or market. It's very universal in its approach, very robust in that it can perform on many different markets, many time frames, different bar types. Whatever you throw at it, it can adapt. The key is just coming up with settings, and it's not too difficult. I don't spend a lot of time creating my settings. I basically look at a chart like this, and I look at the size of the swings, and then I adjust my profit targets and trail stops accordingly. Sometimes it takes a little bit of watching the chart to adjust your settings. For example, it's always a challenge to get the most out of a small swing like you see here, and then get the most out of a large swing like you see here. And the trick is in how tight you set your stops. Sometimes I may not even use a trailing stop, and then the trade's going to run all the way till the red bars turn to blue or vice versa. So that's always a challenge, but you figure these things out as you go. After looking at this chart today, I might loosen the stops a little bit so it can catch these bigger moves. In any case, this did 41.37. The goal on this is 5,500, I believe. Indeed, that is the goal. So pretty solid performance on our DAX 3-minute. Okay, next up is the DAX on a Super Renko 14 tick. And this had a mixed bag of trades. It drew down off the open here, had a couple of losers to start, and drew down about $1,000 or $500 per contract, and then it came back with this familiar back-to-back pattern and made an equity high of about, well, actually after that there was 3 winning trades in a row, and that caused it to hit its goal. So that familiar back-to-back pattern and then plus one more swing here, and that brought it to its $2,000 goal. This has been one of the most consistent charts in the DAX. I've been showing this chart for years. You can go back in our videos, our over 600 videos going back 3 years or more, and you'll see this chart over and over again. Okay, next up is the crude oil on a regular 987 tick chart, and this is using our line break logic. You can see the line break signal here. The line break algo in our Autotrader can be plotted on any bar type, and so here it's just on a regular straight 987 tick chart. This is trading 3 contracts, and it did 1940 for the day. I haven't adjusted my daily goals downward, but the goal on this was previously about $1,000 for most of my crude charts. Here we have it set to 2,000, and this is trading 3 contracts. It's a limit order at the close of the bar. You can see how that worked here, and then our profit goals and so forth. Okay, the DAX on a 377 Heikin-Ashi chart. This has been pretty consistent. This has a $1,500 goal, and it hit its goal in a single trade, as it has a number of times. So again, a really solid performance in the DAX. Okay, next is the E-mini S&P on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi tick chart, and the goal on this is 1,500, so this hit its goal, had a couple of ticks of slippage. This is also using our line break logic, which is working very well here. Actually, our goal on this is 1,300, so this had pretty good positive slippage on this last trade. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on a 987 tick 3-line break chart, and this did 1362 for the day. Our goal on this is 1,300, so this had about a point of positive slippage. Again, a limit order at the close of the bar. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a Super Renko 4-tick chart with a higher time frame filter of a Super Renko 6. This is the template here. This has been a really consistent chart showing how our higher time frame works and avoids pullbacks or trades in the other direction. So this one did 1012. Our goal on this is 1050, so this hit its goal, had a couple of ticks of slippage. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 610 tick line break, and this had a single trade good for 1562. Our goal on this is 1500. And this is a limit order with a pullback of 5 ticks, and obviously again our trailing stop being fairly tight here, taking us out of the trade. There was a lot more to go here, almost twice as much. Okay, next up is the crude oil on a Super Renko 6 tick. This has a limit order minus 2 ticks and a goal of $1,000 and a 900 loss limit. So this hit its goal with no slippage on 3 winners in a row using our line break logic. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on a 987 tick chart. This had a single trade good for 820 and prematurely stopped out. Very nice looking signals on the indicators. Our goal on this one is only 1,000, so indeed this was shy of its goal. It might have had some slippage here. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a Super Renko 4 tick. This has a goal of 750, I believe, 725 and a 650 loss limit. This is trading only 2 contracts, so fairly conservative setup. This had 3 winning trades in a row and hit its goal and probably had some slippage. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a 30-minute chart. It almost looks like a line break chart, but it's not. But we are using our line break logic, and we have a couple of perfect signals here, here, and here. And this took a long position and exited at the right place and did 887.50 on 2 trades, one of them being 3 trades, one of them being a loser. This is a limit order with a 4 tick pullback and a goal of 1550 and a loss limit of 750, so just shy of our goal, but excellent performance. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on a 5-minute chart, and I had mentioned in a previous video I needed to adjust the profit targets on this. They're too tight, and I didn't do that, and this trade kind of suffered because of that. It got out very prematurely. So it's got a closed P&L of 485, and it's currently short with an open P&L of minus 360, so net $100 or so. And hard to say if this is going to rebound to the upside or break down to the downside. In any case, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching today.